Truth Man here. So I need to break this down for y'all for real. For real though. I need to break this down for y'all. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So I told y'all that I would talk about the difference between making money and earning money. And this difference, if I live and I'm in health and there's this thing called money, now that I understand this, I know that I can have enough of it. I can have a large portion of it. The difference between making and earning money. And I don't think this is going to be my longest video. I know I said that before and just got full of wind, long wind. But this one, I think I could break this down pretty quick. Now, there's a difference between earning and making money. Earning money is, the word earn means to obtain, to gain or get in return. In return, watch this, for one's labor or services, right? So that means that you can do something and earn money back from that thing that you do, right? But usually, right, here's the difference. There's more than likely is somebody else that did that same task and got paid from that same person or company, right? They call it earnings. They call it wage. They call it wage. So to earn, you just obtaining money in return for goods and services. Now let's look at it. Make. The definition of make is form. This means it got to be you. Something by putting parts together or combining substances. Construct, create. Notice the difference. See, the earn is exchange. But when you make, you had to create it. See, you can earn money from a company that existed already, but you ain't gonna make money from a company that exists already. You gonna make money from things that you create, that you construct, that you invent. Concepts, things like the No Matrix. The No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. I invented that. I founded that. I made that. So it has generated something. It's going to generate more over time. But I'm making money. Whereas when I'm doing DoorDash or I'm working a job, I'm earning money. See, it's a difference. See, when you make something, it's unlimited. But when you earn something, it's always limited. Even you could be LeBron James and they're going to have a limit to how much that team pays you, right? But LeBron James is a billionaire, not because he plays basketball, but because he creates and makes money. He creates concepts. He created that brand and everything in it. That's how he got to $1 billion. He never signed a $1 billion contract with a team. Michael Jordan, same thing. Never signed a $1 billion contract. Tom Brady stopped playing football. He earned what he made from the team, but he made from endorsements, from his name, from TB12, his brands. See, it's a difference. See, this the difference between the players that go broke and the players that get rich, like Junior Bridgman when he was alive. He passed away. He didn't make hardly none of that $600 million from playing basketball. In fact, he didn't make money from playing basketball. He made money from owning. See, and that's another difference. See, if he would have worked for Wendy's, he wouldn't have made $600 million. He wouldn't have earned it either. Y'all see where I'm getting at with this? He made $600 million because he was owning franchises. See, now watch this. Let's go back to the definition. I'll show you what I'm talking about. To form something by putting parts together. How did he put parts together? He bought this franchise. Then he buy another one. Then he buy another one. Then he buy another one. He formed the Bridgman brand and was worth $600 million at the point of his death. And he probably didn't even make $60 million. He probably didn't even make $6 million when he played basketball. See, this is the secret that even the most intelligent financial people don't show you. And they're going to try to copy. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go right back on the date and say, look, show me anybody that said this before me. I'm trademarking this. I'm going to write a book about this. This is why I'm not rich. And this is why you probably not either. Nobody ever taught you this. There's a difference, man, between, this is why you have people like LeBron James and Jordan and Tom Brady and Shaq even. Shaq made a lot from playing basketball, but Shaq didn't. Hey, listen. I used to say with Garnett, Kevin Garnett, I'm like, how did he make $121 million, but he's only worth $170 million? Because he didn't make $120 million. He earned $120 million. He made the other 50. Or maybe he didn't even. That could have just been stuff. That could have been asset. But more than likely, he made it. See, that's the difference between, no disrespect to him, great basketball player, probably top 100. I ain't no probably to it. He is top 100. But when you understand this, you don't stop. You don't stop. People that, man, I just want to have fun. No, yeah, you can have fun while you're making money. You earn money. If that's all you do is earn money, then guess what's going to happen? You ain't going to have fun because you're going to be too worried about money because you don't got enough of it and you don't got the right mindset. So, the second definition says cause. Junior Bridgman caused that $600 million net worth. Cause something to exist or come about. I caused the No Matrix to exist. I caused the other businesses that I'm waiting. Y'all know my story. I'm waiting. And then they gonna come. Pause. Y'all know my story. See, the only way me knowing what I know would stay on the job and just try to retire from a job and let that be my central focus is if I don't have an abundance mindset. If I got a poverty mindset, then I'm gonna be like, then I would still be where I was at. You know why I said I quit? Because I got an abundance mindset. Because I know where I'm headed. I can see it. So why would I stay on the job and let them humiliate me? When I could literally go back on the streets and be dapping up and kicking it with the dudes, with the hood, mobbing up. I could literally do that. Why would I keep a job where I got to be humiliated to earn a few dollars? That ain't in the job description. Trying to treat somebody like they less of a man. If I break your jaw, Now I got to go to jail. People be adding stuff to the job description, and the job don't pay enough because they paying you to do this, this, this. And then they talking crazy to you. They disrespecting you. We talked about this earlier. They don't pay me to let people disrespect me. That wasn't in the job description. Okay, I make $30 an hour. You ain't had nowhere in there that I had to be disrespected because I wouldn't have accepted the job. I would have been like, man, you got to pay me $300 for me to even consider it. You got to pay me $300 an hour to look at these dudes to think just because they got a haircut and a lining and a truck that I'm supposed to let them disrespect me. Or these dudes that's in there that think because they made money on the street, I'm supposed to be scared of them. Because they got a switch, I'm supposed to be scared of them. That ain't in the job description. People need to start bringing suits against these companies. That ain't in the job description. I'm almost done with this. Watch this. The third thing, it says now, the manufacturer or trade name of a particular product. I guarantee you when it's all said and done, I'll make more money from the no matrix construct and everything tied to it than I did from all of those jobs combined. That book is probably going to pay me more than all of those jobs ever combined. That's why I ain't worried about no broad that don't want me. Man, please. And I said, and I have said it to her face. And I said to anybody's face that want to check up and see, are you okay? Man, what you gonna do if she ain't? You ain't gonna do nothing. Just mind your own business. Stay in your lane. These ninjas be broke. Cause they ain't making nothing. They focus on earning money. That's why these people be acting crazy out here. Because they ain't got no goals. They ain't got no vision. They not headed nowhere. They just exist. A nut here and there. A sandwich here and there. A shake. You just existing. You ain't even living. Like, how you gonna live with some of these jobs? You not. You're going to be so beat down when you get home, you ain't going to even want to do nothing. You ain't going to want to see nobody because you've been around scoundrels, dickheads. Yeah, I said it. Dickheads, crazy 304s and everything else. When you get home, you're just going to be like that. And you get a little energy, all your stuff is going to be in the house. You don't play the game. The game going to make you feel better. How dare any of you content creators try to tell these dudes not to play these games? You got something missing in your life. These dudes nuts. What's the point of being up in a woman's face all day? All that, you're going to eventually just get into it. They act like you're supposed to be in these chicks' faces all day. Man, I'll pass. A good one, yeah, I spend a little time, but even a good one, not all day. Not all day. But you know what? You know why I don't got nothing against my ex-wife? Because who's to say if I would have married somebody else, it wouldn't have been even worse or something like that. She just did what women do. The mistake I made is to think she was different. I can't get mad at her for that. I should have had more wisdom. So now we just got to focus on making sure these kids is all right. And I'm not finna suffer to make the kids all right, though. I got a treat for y'all this next video after I do this one. I got a treat. So, for you to drive the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, and to have the nice $1 million home, you're going to have to go from earning money to making money. And the way you're going to make money and the way I'm going to make money is to come up with concepts. You're supposed to use the earned money to make money. That's how we in the 99%. That's how we going to get up to that 1%. If you're not going to get up there, you'll have to work 40 or 50 years on most jobs and practically save nearly everything or half just to get up in that 1% in 40 years. Whereas if you take what you made from the 1% or take what you made while using the 99% and use it to, you keep making it, keep living, paying your expenses, stuff, saving. And then you coming up with brands, concepts, you doing businesses that don't take much time. Like if I create, it's some things that you would think is an earning, but you making money. Like if I start a laundromat, I'm making money because I don't have to start a laundromat. And however I make the laundromat look and whatever I put in the laundromat, that's what's going to construct the crowd that comes in there. Whereas if I work at a laundromat, it's different. I'm going to get X amount of dollars per hour. If I own the laundromat, I could get about as much money as my machines and my maintenance can have, along with the amount of people that come in there. See, you work in the window at a laundromat, you're just one person with a wage. But if you own a laundromat, you one person that has more than one person coming in there spending with you. So if you work in a window at a laundromat, you're going to make $15, maybe $17. But if you own a laundromat, you liable to make $17 from every person that come in the laundromat. You do the math. Y'all know I do math over here. If I'm making $17 an hour and I'm working 8 hours, that's $136. If it costs total for a person to wash their clothes at my laundromat, $17 for them to wash and dry 3 bags of clothes. And in a day, I have 30 people come through there. That's 17 times 10 and 170 times 20. So that's 170 times 3. That's $510. You do the math. You want 136 or you want 510? 510 for the win. Think about it. Okay, watch this. Okay, you earning 17 an hour. You work 5 days. I'm doing the math in my head. That's 136 times 5. 136 times 5. That's 0.381. That's 680 a week. This was crazy. For the whole week, you making 680. But if you own the laundromat and 30 people come in there a day, you know that ain't gonna be every day probably. It could be. Let's say in a week's time, 7 days. I wouldn't be open 7. I'll be open 6. So, okay, let's say you had 30. You had at least 10 every day. So at the worst, you making an additional $34 that you can write off. You can write it off. You ain't writing nothing off working in that laundromat, and they're going to take the taxes off the $136. I can write off anything, any soap, anything I buy. Come on, man. I do this, man. Listen, man. You don't have to be rich to know. And you don't have to be rich to think like a rich person. Sometimes you got to go through the process of knowing and understanding what to do. There's a difference between earning money and making money. I was just talking to somebody yesterday. General manager at a restaurant, a very popular restaurant, running the whole thing. Person told me how much their checks were. Told me how much their bills were, right? Now watch this. Said, my check be $3,200. I said, $3,200? I said, how much your bills? Well, total, this. So I added up $1,700. $1,700. I said, you gotta do what? I said, you can divide your bills by 2. You get paid every 2 weeks. You making 4 times what you pay out in your bills. I said at the minimum, even if you save 10%, okay, that's $320. Bam, you say that. That's $640 in a month. In a year, every year, you cracking 7 G's at the worst. If you go 10% faithfully the whole year, every year you saving $7,000. It don't sound like much, but you ain't gonna be broke. Now being, man, dude, I get excited now when I talk about money. I used to get anxious and stomach start bubbling and stuff. I get excited now because it's like after all these freaking years, I finally get it. I know what to do. I know how this thing works. If I could live to see it, man. There's a difference between earning money and making money. Next video.